So I'll come straight to the point. I think the first question that is in the minds of many professionals, especially those who are clearing the exam now, who are becoming fresh chartered accountants, and also students who are in their final stages, the impact of artificial intelligence on our profession, because somehow there is this thought or there is this misconception that AI will take away a lot of CA related jobs, and what we do currently might get automated. But then would like to understand your thought process on how this is going to impact us.
Yes, Arihant, first and the foremost thing, let me start with the statement saying that on this planet Earth, till the time money and money's worth is going to be there, the relevance of chartered accountant is going to be there. Whether it was in past, whether it is current, whether it is future. The human intelligence will never never allow artificial intelligence to move forward in a different manner because ultimately the user of artificial intelligence is a human intelligence only where I need to know what I need to use. Artificial intelligence is a buzzword across the globe, but the fact is, it's so simple. In a, if I have to say something in a very simple term, due to the advent of technology, did income tax law change? I don't think. Did the company law change? I don't think. Did the GST law change? I don't think. Or any laws, when you talk about, the laws are going to be centric to the issues which are required for which the laws are being made. Only the mechanism by which the returns are filed, the process has been completed. That is the only thing which is undergoing change. Where today people are thinking that because of advent of AI, people are going to lose job. The answer is big no. The answer is completely big no. See what is happening. Let us take an example. Artificial intelligence today is talking about a historical data which is available on your hands for a very quick reference.
Hmm.
And today, the kind of knowledge which has been gained over a period of time, let us take example of our institute itself. We have 75 years we have completed. In this 75 years, I think the kind of information and the kind of process of knowledge which has happened at our institute is not matchable anywhere. When you talk about the expert opinions, when you talk about accounting standard, Ind AS, auditing standards, or whether it is income tax or including GST, the
Right.
point is that knowledge repository which is available across the board is being consolidated and put into one particular platform which is called an artificial intelligence.
Right.
Now, this knowledge, if I have to go and access, think about this entire shelf is filled with books. Which book I need to pick it up and how I need to refer to, till the time I don't get experience, I don't understand. But whereas in CAGPT, when you talk about, it's primarily just ask a simple question. I want to know about the joint development agreement.
Hmm.
Not only there, but if you say what is the accounting standard talking about, what is the income tax talking about, what is GST talking about joint development agreement, the
Hmm.
point is you would have referred three different books. But now CAGPT consolidates everything and puts it in a part A, part B, part C, saying that these are the provisions that need to be covered by you while giving your opinion or taking any decision. Now, that opinion or decision is a choice of a professional.
Hmm.
That decision is not given by an AI.
Right.
The factual circumstances, right, are known to me, not to artificial intelligence. So that is how the empowerment of chartered accountant is going to go up in a different manner. Second important point, how and effectively it will be used. A senior person has lot of knowledge because of his experience. Youngster has speed because they can use technology. Now it is time where the young and the seniors have to come together and synergize their energies together
Hmm.
so that the outcome can be much faster, quicker, and more relevant.
Hmm.
If I sit with you, you are a fresh chartered accountant, I'm a senior chartered accountant. I had to go back and search the books. Today I'm going to tell that okay, pull out this
Love.
information. You can quickly go out, pull out the information, put it in a piece of paper which is in a summarized manner, and then put it before the senior member. The senior member goes through the entire thing. Based on his past experience, he is going to give his or her opinion and put it before the client at a later point in time. Now, tell me, where is that situation where artificial intelligence is actually diluting the position of a young chartered accountant or a senior chartered accountant? I don't think,
Mm.
right? Similarly, the knowledge which has been put in this frame is accessible not only for member in practice. Please understand,
Mm.
it is equally available for member in industry, member in business. These people are the receivers of the service.
Mm.
I am the giver of service. Now the point is, whoever is there, they will prepare themselves very well, put it with their thought, and then go to the expert saying that, look, this is what I think, what is your opinion on? So the quality of discussion which is going to happen post this AI is actually going to go on a higher pitch.
Mm.
So this is where the point is.
It's very interesting the way you explain. And for those of you who have seen our first podcast, sir is very convincing. So anything that he says is so clear and straight that then you are left wondering that yeah, what he's telling is making absolute sense. And now thinking of it after listening to him, especially for the youngsters who either want to enter practice or who want to enter an industry, and they're somehow scared here, how will I have so much knowledge, how will I remember it when it is required and at the tip, how at my fingertips, how will I be able to make myself relevant? Now with chat gpt or ca gpt, as sir said, you can actually just type in your problem and you can get all the relevant and precise comments or sources, and you can go and use it and show that you are no less than any experienced chartered accountant.
Again, 3 points I'll say. Uh, Let us start with a member in practice. What CAGPT? Chat GPT is okay, set aside.
Hmm.
CAGPT. Now, what has happened is, at our institute, we did one thing is, all the publications of all the committees of the institute are being put into CAGPT.
Mm-hmm.
Point number one. That means all my standards, all my guidance note, all my technical guides, all my publications which institute has done over a period of time are put into CAGPT.
Okay.
Now just take an example of income tax. There is a notice received from income tax of our client. Take that notice, attach to CAGPT of direct tax, and just tell it to draft a response to this
Hmm.
notice. CAGPT picks up every information of that notice, whether it is client name, PAN card, assessment year, matters, and what are the issues which are being picked up. And those issues which are picked up, what is a reference which has been made in our institute materials or any publications, it is actually putting a response based on that. So you just have to go
Wow.
and edit the entire thing. Similar is the case with uh, accounting standards or Ind AS,
Hmm.
right? So technically, what is happening as a practicing member today, skilled resource is a big challenge across the board. Let us agree to this fact. Skilled resource is a challenge across the board. Now, considering this factor, if you go back and see one proprietor firm or two partner firm versus a large firm, because of this, the resource issue has been killed. Take an example of GST notice. It beautifully drafts the entire thing and gives it to you for final vetting, where you just have to go and edit. Now, that is one part of the story. Now, second part of the story, this is for member in practice. What is member in industry? Member in industry is, we created recently, last Sunday, we launched Ind Forum. Ind Forum is primarily a platform where 5,000 listed company financial statement, full annual report,
Hmm.
are being put into CAGPT,
Oh.
and the CAGPT is further sliced into multiple industry clusters.
Hmm.
Industry clusters, banking,
Understood.
insurance, manufacturing, anything.
Hmm.
Now you might be working in a pharma company. When you are working in a pharma company, if today you have to do an analysis of what is happening in pharma company, how much time do you take?
It will take a lot of time.
Lot of time.
Yeah.
You need to pull out the balance sheet, you
Yes.
need to pull out and then
Do the
start punching
comparables.
into
Yeah.
punching into the Excel sheet and then start doing the comparative. Rather today, the fact is CAGPT, go and tell I want to go and do anything in pharma sector, do a comparative analysis of the best 5 companies which is into this particular segment. It'll actually give you entire analysis step by step. Furthermore, in certain companies there are different kind of disclosures which are made. Now those disclosure, if I have to go and think which company would have given that disclosure, I need to put in so much of time and energy. But today you just say that related party transactions, how it has been reported in different companies. It is actually going to put forward all those things. When you talk about caro reporting, so member in industry today who was otherwise involved in doing lot of analytics for their own companies is now cut down to a level where, right, cut down to a level where I just have to go and prompt, ask the information, and the information is available. Finally, your area of interest, which is students. Now, CAGPT for students is made in such form that the entire study material, RTPs, suggested answers, past examination question, past examination suggested answers, everything is now put into CAGPT student. This is one part. Now, what is the benefit of this? The student should know about this, right? And I'll talk about the statistics later. But now today, example, I am weak in paper like auditing. I'm not. I got exemption 63 marks I got. So in auditing, when I go and select and I request it to give me a study plan for my auditing paper, the CAGPT actually makes a comparative analysis saying that in last 5 examinations or 5-year examinations, these are the question chapter wise which are being asked. This is the weightage which has been given by the institute, and this is how much time you will take for studying this particular thing, and make my entire study plan and give it to me in my hand. This is a reality. I'm not joking. We are further going ahead with some more interesting development where if a student writes an exam, God forbid he fails, the question paper is there, suggested answers are there. A student can actually call for his answer sheet, right? I'll take the answer sheet attached to the CAGPT, right? And then I'll say, kindly give me the suggestions what mistakes I made.
Okay.
And it is going to do a comparative analysis saying that in question number 1, you have done perfectly right, you got full marks. Question number 2, you did 70% right, 30% was wrong. Next one is question you made these kind of mistakes. And finally, it will give you outcome saying that these are the areas you need to focus in your next examination, go well and prepare well. So now tell me, where is the issue which is there? So I gave you member in industry, member in practice, and the student. Just imagine the quality of students, because the focus will be very clear.
Very clear.
How I need to prepare. By making mistakes is not worth. Okay, you need to do mistakes. I don't say that. But the point is, how do you do it? Did I make mistakes? What kind of mistakes I made? And let that learning be there for me.
So basically, what if I have to summarize it? CAGPT will help everybody cut down on the non-value add activities,
Yes.
and be able to focus on the core value add activities, either it be students or it be industry professionals or it be practicing professionals.
That's
So
true.
that is the crux of the matter. And on the student part, sir, I think we will do a separate podcast, because this is very interesting, and I'm sure thousands of students would be more keen to understand exactly what features are available and what more are to come. So thanks for shining some light on that.